Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. I'm gonna do it. I'll probably do an intro one day. Welcome to the Volo show. Drop some music on it behind the backgrounds this time. See my virtual hands. This is episode, we call it minisode. This is minisode number 2. This is only my second show. I'm at 63%. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to time myself. And I'm going to give myself 10 minutes. Just to drop a thought on y'all. Let y'all know what's going on. You know what I mean? Last episode I mentioned David Carroll. He's passed away, rest in peace, 2021. He was one of my first kind of YouTube people that I would follow. And I am jumping right into it this week. And he passed away. He was 54 years old, I'm hearing. And he was an inspiration. So I think part of what watching him for years inspired me to just go out there and throw 10 minutes on the thing and just see it do what it do. Now this young man right here, and I say young man because I'm the 71 baby, so I know I got him by a couple years. But this is Mr. Eric July. If he's definitely one of my top 5, top 10 YouTubers. I follow his show all the time, and I wanted to point out here this episode that he dropped the other day. Well, he does a podcast every day, 3 hours. I'm not doing that 3-hour thing. I do a 3-hour with Philly Things, yo. So you can check me out on there. But I'm just going to drop 10 minutes and then, see what y'all, So anyway, the culture wars here is what Eric July is saying on this video. And if y'all get a chance on YouTube, go check him out. He has his own website. I'm gonna try to hook up with that and see what he's, other things that he's about. You see, he's about comic, gaming, liberty, music. But he's a good dude. He's and he's one of the people that motivate me to go. I want to get on here, but I want to talk about adult things. So I'm going to want to talk about religion, politics, and science. We need more people talking about those type things on here. Oh, how I do that? Okay, that's the volume over there. On YouTube, should I say? So I'm just starting my page. I've been on YouTube for almost 4 years or so. Probably longer than that. But I finally signed in with a name and everything to become part of the culture, or should I say the community? Because this, being a part of the community is culture. But right here, he's talking about the culture wars here, and that's what inspired me to do this episode. But I just wanted to show this all to you that he talks about what he talks about. But I just wanted to share some of his. I just want to share information right there. All right, so I'm going to quit this right here. Come back to a more comfortable environment here in the metaverse. So anyway, this episode here, y'all can hear the beat and music in the background. I'm going to edit this one this time. This is my study, I guess. See the O, right? Got the fireplace cooking. I'm calling this episode I ain't no goat. Yeah, I'm playing off Rakim's I Ain't No Joke. But I'm talking about I ain't no goat. If I just throw out there, let me give y'all, my top 5 is way different than a lot of people. Number 1, Killer Priest. Now you're gonna have to do a lot of research to see who Killer Priest is. But Killer Priest is my number 1 right now. Been my number 1 for a couple years. Ever since the Psychic Ward of Walter Reed, I was like, yo, Killer Priest is back. But I'm gonna throw a top 5 for y'all real quick. This ain't mine, but this is one that I've heard before. Big Daddy Kane, number 1. Rakim, number 2. Cool G Rap, number 3. Slick Rick number 4, KRS-One number 5. And people want to hate on it. That's why I'm saying no GOAT. I ain't no GOAT. The GOAT is the judge. Y'all ready for that kind of understanding? Like when I was a young buck, I went to my dad introduced me to I would have brain freeze right now. Joe Frazier, heavyweight champion of the world from Philadelphia, because I'm from Philadelphia. And I went and I shook Joe Frazier's hand. I was like 10, 11, or 12. I was a young buck. But, you know, the motivation from there was like, I got to go to Joe Frazier's gym. I got to box. I got to, you know what I mean? Like, I started really getting into boxing at that age. And I ain't care that he lost to Ali or the Foreman. They the only 2 people he lost to. Those are his 4 losses. So he must have did something right? But anyway, Mike Tyson will probably admit to that. Like, yo, a lot of my style is Joe Frazier. I had to learn to fight like Joe Frazier in order to be the heavyweight champion of the world too. But that's not what I mean. We so caught up in who's the greatest, who's the GOAT. You know, everybody, you know, people listening to my voice right now and going, well, Ali, all right, or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ali, GOAT, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we see the same thing happening in hip hop. Like I started on the first episode with what? Hip hop is an American culture created by the children of the 1960 Civil Rights Movement. And cats want to argue with you. Also started with what? Love is true. Hate is false. And cats want to start arguing with you. There it is. There's the cultural world. Like I admit from the door, I am hip hop. Hip hop is my culture. That's what I helped to create this. And now you see, that's all people want to argue about. Like when Big Daddy Kane versus KRS-One, I might have seen that 10 times already, that versus. And people ask me like, who won? And it's like, dog, it ain't about hip hop won. It ain't about, you know what I mean? Who's you know what I mean? It ain't about that. Like I gave you the list. You start the show off with Big Daddy Kane. You end the show with KRS-One. It would be the greatest show you ever seen in your life. Instead, they want you to argue to go to war like Biggie and Tupac. And who's they? You know who they is. That's that enemy. That's the one that's saying, no, hate is true. You know? And that's the only thought that I want to throw you, because now I see everybody, you know, Budden. I like Budden's podcast, Joe Budden's podcast. But and there's no hate on that, but it's all right. Jay-Z want to come out of his mouth like, you know what I mean? Can't nobody stand on stage like that. All right, whatever, Jay. That's how I took it. Whatever, Jay. Because we all know what the Jay-Z versus Nas. Yeah, that would be better than you know what I mean? Big Daddy Kane and Chris, maybe. You know? But he ain't gonna battle K. He ain't gonna straight battle KRS on the verses. Don't match up well. Besides, Jay, you want some, you on that money, you on that business tip, you want to be the president tip, you didn't be the president. You want to be the GOAT hip hopper. They calling you a rapper, dude. This is a personal note to Jay-Z. They calling you a rapper. Chris will KRS-One get offended. No, I'm an MC. Jay a rapper. Come on, Jay, you supposedly got billions of dollars, and you can't run for president. That's what you supposed to. You supposed to bring it down. Like, look, man, that rap game's over. I think I might be, you know what I mean? I might get into politics. You know what I mean? But you're afraid to go. Then they're gonna look at me like I'm Kanye. You ain't even peeping that. People gonna hate on me saying this. because y'all know the truth. Jay say he gonna run for president. They gonna call him what? A black liberal Democrat. And that's an oxymoron. You start talking like Ripper, y'all start talking about y'all, you libertarian or you're constitutionalist or you're independent. Any of those other things, they be like, well, that means you're a black Republican. Like Jay, the one that said he a black Republican. Him and Nas, they said they was black Republicans. They understand the history. And say, I'm sure he got Carter G. Woodson on his bookshelf. And that's my alarm right there. 10 minutes goes pretty fast. Let me hit this thing, cut this thing off, and wrap it up. So, that's all I wanted to say. We in a cultural war. And we got people trying to define your culture. Whoa, what's that? Matrix is breaking up. You got people trying to define your culture. And what's that? And then they cancel culture. They trying to cancel your culture. And that's what's going on. That's the truth. Let's see if I can do this with my finger. I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna end it on that note, and I went over my 10 minutes, and I might just go boom, do episode 3 real quick. But I just wanted to let y'all know, hey, all these dudes out here talking about they the GOAT, but you know what I mean? It's like, all right, we'll be the president. Step it up. You know what I mean? Like I'm in Philly and I'm looking at the paper every day. It's like, so I need to run for mayor. Because this ain't right. The things that's going on in this world ain't right. And we need to step up, step up our religion, one. Also step up our politics. And our understanding of science. We don't even understand science. But now it's turning into a lecture. I hope y'all like the little beat that I threw in the background. That way they don't monetize or whatever they try to do to copyright my stuff. It's all original. Except for... All right, I'm gonna end it on that note. One, y'all. God, that is.